Hi, in this video, we're going to do some metric prefix conversions. I will show you two ways to do it. So let's get right to it. Here is a problem we can consider. So we are going to convert A 9.5 times 10 to the negative 2 kilograms into grams. So the first way I'm going to show you how to do this involves a number line. So I'm going to draw that up here at the top for us to look at. Okay, the middle of the number line is what we call our base unit. So in this case, we're doing mass. So grams is a base unit. Kilo has a prefix. That's the, the prefix unit. And everything on the scale, I'm not going to write out every single one, but every tick mark I make is times 10 from the one before it. So if you were to look on a chart, you would see that kilograms is 10 to the third. So I have going to the left, 1, 2, 3 tick marks, 10 to the third. That would be where kilograms is. So I'm trying to go from those kilograms, that's what I have, over to the grams, which is the base. So if I were to do that, I'd be jumping 1, 2, 3 spots. And what that means when I say jumping 3 spots, I mean moving the decimal. So I have 9.5 times 10 to the negative 2 kilograms. Well, that's in scientific notation, so it's a little bit harder to envision the moving the decimal. But what you could do is put it into a decimal. So negative 2 tells us that the decimal is 2 places to the left. So this is the same thing as 0.095 kilograms. And now we can do the 3 jumps over to the base unit. So 1, 2, 3, and that will tell us that is the same thing as 95 grams. Moving the decimal 3 places to the right is the same thing as multiplying by 1,000. Kilo 10 to the third is 1,000. Another way to show this is to do what we call dimensional analysis. Let me go ahead and erase that one. And I'll show you just another way to see it. And this time we won't have to worry about the scientific notation. Okay, so I could also just say 9.5 times 10 to the negative 2 kilograms. And I don't want the label kilograms. So to get rid of it, I can treat this just like algebra and variables. If something is in the top in the numerator, it will cancel something in the bottom or the denominator. So I know I want to put kilograms down there so it cancels. And then we've got grams, which is what we want, is the label on top. And because kilo means 1,000, 1,000 grams for 1 kilogram. So all I have to do is multiply by 1,000, which is the same thing as moving the decimal 3 places to the right. Okay. If your prefix is to the left of the base, the number goes with the base. And if you're to the right of the base, if your prefix is smaller than the base, then the number goes with the prefix, which we'll see in the very next one. So that's A. I got rid of my line, but that's right. I'll change to red. B, 0.0023. This symbol is a Greek letter mu. It stands for micrometers, and we want to get to nanometers. So a micrometer is 1/1,000,000th of a meter, and a nanometer is 1/1,000,000,000th of a meter. So you can think of this in 2 ways. You can think of it as 3 jumps from micro to nano, and so you're getting smaller, so you're multiplying by 1,000. Or you can think of it as the exponents. So I'll actually show you exponents first. But again, on that number line, you would have seen 3 jumps to go from -6 to the -9. So these are smaller than the base, so the number goes with the prefix. So micrometers in the bottom to cancel. 10 to the 6th is 1,000,000 in 1 meter. And I don't want meters, I want in nanometers. So 10 to the 9th for nano is 1,000,000,000. Now notice you've got all these zeros, and in fact, I need 3 more here. Okay, well, you can also cancel zeros. So I have 6 zeros down here, can cancel 6 of the zeros up here. And then what do you know? I'm multiplying by 1,000. Multiplying by 1,000 or looking at the number line and doing 3 jumps to the right is the same thing. 1, 2, 3. So this will be equal to 2.3 nanometers. All right, and one more. This time we'll do blue. C, 7.25 times 10 to the negative 4th seconds to milliseconds. We have yet another case of 3 jumps. Okay, so 10 to the negative 4th seconds, and we're going to milliseconds. So seconds is in the bottom, so I get rid of it, and milliseconds is on top. Milliseconds are smaller than seconds, so that's where the number goes. So in 1 second, milli is 1,000th. So there are 1,000 milliseconds in 1 second. Or you would see 3 jumps from base over to milli is 3 hops. So multiply by 1,000, 3 hops over, moves the decimal, and you will get 7.25 times 10 to the negative 1st milliseconds if you're being fancy. But that's the same thing as 0.725 milliseconds. And there you have it. Those are metric conversions. You just need to memorize the number line and the powers of 10, or look it up on a chart, and you will be all set. So as soon as I can figure out how to stop the recording, I will end this right here. Have a great day.